genius of the combo, right? You have a hero that forces Flicker and a hero that forces Purify. So you have to pick your poison. Vamos will go for the Lillian and the Glue, which is a pretty solid mid duo at keeping people in lane. But now you have the problem of just not enough reliable CC to catch Harley or Claude.
I think this is just admission that Clawkun is genuinely scared. Because again, like, this is one of the scenarios where you can technically kind of like play what you want now that you have Glue on your side. But the real issue is like, hey, if he turns his head and decides to attack a different lane and attacks me, I don't have any defenses for that. So at least the Black Shoes gives you a way out of it, rather than just say, Valir, I help everybody. Lilia, I can be a bit more selfish.
I think it's the Atlas. The Atlas, sort of like the scare factor. Still the mid lane. It's going to be the Farsa.
Wow.
So good. Well played.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Well played.
Looking at this now, this is actually terrifying. This is a really, really solid comp from SR. Is better. That secret weapon needs to show up in the land of Dawn as we jump in for game number 2. SRG currently 1 game up in our grand finals.
1 game up and 3 away from the 5 heat. Gonna be a flying cloud, so expect things to get a lot more faster in terms of tempo. And the mid lane prio, as expected, is gonna go over to SRG. This leader does provide some counterbalance to the oppression that SRG provides. So that's something that Vamos can bank on. They did have very good mid duo control from just the start of the season until now, and they've even outdone SRG in certain situations, and they need it even more so now.
I really like the plan that they have from Yumsen as well as Stormy. They understand that this mid 2v2 isn't exactly in their favor, especially early on. Later in the game, it's going to get a lot better, but for the meantime, it's about just clearing these waves. But they need Yums to connect.
Yep. Clawkun, his Spirit Fire is already out. Clawkun, can he get out of this one? Sukai's going to get the first blood, and CK will have to trade for that. Sukai dies.
I don't understand. What was he purified? Did he mess up the timing on that? Well, yeah,
Maybe a little bit there. The panic showed up, but Error might be able to find something.
Oh, they need a bit more. The arrow.
Get him.
Just by a sliver.
Unlucky.
That's a feels bad.
Unlucky. But at least now they have a little bit of pressure here, so Zekif can start walking into where Sakai's is, while that bottom side is going to be just fight. Just keep on fighting him, Nako. You got that.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get vision for Skies right now. They know he's hitting level 4 as well. This is going to be an important timing, but being aware of his position on the map means that he's not likely to gank any lane too soon. The first turtle going to be up in 5 seconds. EXP still currently pretty 50-50 in this early stage, but I am worried that Vamos haven't been able to find the momentum that they like to play with.
Yeah, never found it. We haven't really found too much, but at the same time, I don't think this is a very contestable scenario.
Doesn't feel like it. Clawkun. That's going to be Black Shoes out. And now for the airstrike, Stormy just convinced me. Clawkun. That's out of range. Zekif and Sapa now join the fight, but this Valkyrie's Descent, another key resource out from Vamos. Cram is just going to play around the edges, wait out Sapa's ultimate as Yums shows up to disrupt Arrow 4-4. Sapa needs to hold the line. Cram and the rest of SRG show up. Arrow 4-4 does get the objective. They are going to lose Yums in the process. So Vamos walks away with something.
Do they really? I mean, Vamos didn't really need to come up and like try and take this turtle for all intents and purposes. They're looking for picks more than anything else. And you can tell because Arrow 4-4, he was not interested until SRG all of a sudden decided that Clawkun was worth every penny of gold.
Yeah, I could see the nefariousness of this setup where like one person forces Black Shoes, then the other person finishes. But because they weren't able to do so and they spent their resources to try, Vamos had a lot more advantage since now Sapa can just jump in with vengeance and there's no way they're bursting him down. They tried to split their resources to get the turtle anyway, but Error kept his wits about him, and that's something that Vamos really needed.
Oh man, Sapa is losing his lane. Cram has had a significant advantage and now even gets a free proxy after forcing a recall off of Sapa. I mean, the gold lane has kind of been pretty dead even, actually. Let me just double check the gold. It is 2.1 to 2.1 as well. Yeah, dead even.
Not gonna be much action, at least from Vamos' side. But it's gonna be SRG again that pulls the trigger, this time on a Zekif. Zekif flickers on Sakai to stick onto him to keep himself alive. Sakai gets pulled back, but Cram just pulls the back as well. Sakai ends up going down. Ibsen is in the fight already though. Nako as well, the gold laners spring into action, but it's Vamos that comes out on the better end. Trapped, getting bumped out by Sapat, has to flicker to safety.
All right, time for the instant replay. Anybody want to see some parkour? What was that pull coming in from Zeke? If he waited so long and now he gets another.
Maybe a bit deep.
Should die here.
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
I mean, they should get something off of this,
Okay.
right? He's buying so much time, right? Are we not getting anything off of this?
They got a proxy up top. Actually, not even a full proxy.
They didn't even get plating for it. They did not get rewarded as much as they wanted to, but it's fine, whatever.
Also, Zeke had a shutdown. So,
He's 3 and 1.
that's actually not worth it at all.
Yep, the guy's got it, so he's right back in it.
Oh man, that's unlucky. Unlucky.
He's 3 levels behind Era, so that's well, now 2 levels. Era is so far ahead.
Nah, he's not getting any of these neutrals. Not with Suyo, not against Suyo. That Soul Sever does way too much.
Nako does a purify. They're gonna force Nako to commit, and yeah, he's dead.
He had no idea.
Good punish, Era 4-4. Do you get the prediction? It's gonna turn on the Stormy. Stormy trying to fly away. He gets out.
No Sky Piercer, right? Yeah, no Sky Piercer.
If I had a nickel for every time someone survived on 1H. Oh,
Well, Sakai is dead. It's good interception from Zkif.
I take it back. Arrow 4-4 does have Sky Piercer. It just didn't proc. It just didn't proc. Apparently it wasn't enough HP from Stormy to lose.
well, he only just got the 1 stack, so it was basically a fresh Sky Piercer. I guess it was just a bit short. Feels bad, but they get the punish, which is solid. But they also are losing EXP lane really, really hard here.
Wow, a revisit to the bottom lane. That's Nako who has to use everything already. And see if Zeke can at least find Yums. He doesn't have a and now he comes in with a counter engage. Innocent is doing some considerable amount of damage with Stormy free.
Wow!
It will take down Nako.
Dang! What a trade. Yums for Natco there. I'm rather surprised that Yums could actually take that much damage without having to kind of split the bodies apart to get the damage reduction. But it works out anyways because they had all the battle spells down. Both Purifies taken out early on into that fight, which then results in a 3-man pull.
And that was just a little bit of disrespect from Vamos. You forget that Atlas has a big ult. It's not something he ends up using a lot despite being meta, but that's supposed to be his main draw, and you're trying to chase him down with no Purify. So, well played from Yums there, turns it around. Vamos still holding on to a slight goal lead, but that's not really in the heroes they need it on.
Yeah, but they also have entire side lane control. Like, it's not even...
Oh, can they get this tier 1? They will. That's gonna be fed airstrike out from Stormy, but I mean, Krem is having the game of his life, eh?
Yeah, he is. He is. There's nothing to worry about because now they're looking for like as many picks as possible around this turtle.
So he shouldn't be able to contest this at all. So 3 out of 3 turtles for Team Vamos. And it's sort of just like game 1 where Vamos is sitting at a sub 2k goalie against SRG. And it's a position that SRG is very comfortable with, especially when, again, the side lanes are doing pretty well, except for the fact that Vamos did get the bot tier 1. But pretty small issue here.
Oh
no.
Good, nicely played. He is so dead. They find Yums, but Yums is willing to die for this if he has to. Gets stuck on by Zkip. Kram is in, and Zkip tries to hold the back line. Someone comes in with the Valkyrie's Descent. Kram is going to be the target, but he's going to heal out with the left hook and a flicker away. Stormy has to disengage. Kram back in for the knockout punch. They need a bit of damage, and Sky Piercer finally procs. Air 4-4 finds one, converts to the second, and Innocent force the Lady Duet cancelled by Subban. Innocent flickers the safety, but Stormy not so lucky. Subban dies. Air 4-4 misses the arrow. And it should be Innocent surviving this. Yums trying to hold him back. Arrow 4-4. Can he get more out of this? The arrow. Blazer's cooldown. It up.
This is a long exchange. But that is a lot of Sky Piercer stacks for Error 404. And despite the fight starting off so badly, Natco literally getting ambushed with nothing left. But SRG may have used too many resources on that one. Once their cooldowns are gone, the staying power of Vamos trumps out.
Well, 50 stacks of Sky Piercer coming in for Arrow 4. Big time hero needs to hard carry this game. Or else Nako, he's going to try his best, but right now he's taking a lot of punishment, right? SRG at this stage, 3.2 behind, not the end of the world. Their next power spike probably is going to come in at 2 items, I would assume, that Stormy is on his way to. He's got the glowing wand, and it looks like he might even go for a lightning truncheon.
Glowing wand first item. I suppose that explains why the burst damage is not quite as high, but it is definitely an item that's needed when dealing with Glue and Freya. So so it's an understandable build. Path, as you mentioned, probably needs that Lightning Truncheon before he can really become a threat to the squishier backliners. But SRG right now is focusing on this carry. Even if they are losing out on teamfight trades, Innocent is farming way better comparatively.
I see the macro aspect, right? 2 Lightning Truncheons already being oh god. Yep. Guys, he just purchased it as well.
I think the whole plan is just to burst down the target as fast as possible. Vamos will get the Lord, so let's see how much advantage they can get out of this, right? They constrict the map against SRG, and it's going to be good news, especially when you have a glue that can walk around the map.
Yeah, Cram opting to go for a different style of bruiser build, right? He's gone for the Hunter Strike, so he still has that early game damage, but he's also going for the Queen with Wings just to ensure that he could maybe clutch 1 or 2 moments. All the while making sure that he also has the steel plates just to make sure that he can survive the Suyo, but I don't think he can do that at this stage anymore, right? Not with like 50 stacks of Skypiercer.
Yeah, not anymore. The Queen's Wings. Hold on.
Well, they want to burst down Zkip, and I think they have it. Zkip, can he get it all off? Nope. Innocent on the killing spree. Cram able to disengage into the backline. Solo kills Echo. Arrow 4 cannot find him. Perfect BMI out of the way. And Innocent makes the play.
Excellently played right there. Even the Black Shoes forced out from Clawkun. Sapa not going to be able to trade for the mid tier 2, so that is a total W for SRG, finding the angle, threading the needle especially. And this is what we mentioned about Innocent just farming way better than Nako right now. That 1v1, normally Carry should be able to handle it, but in those situations, Innocent getting out scot-free is not a good sign.
Well, I mean, let's look at how it actually occurs, right? Get rid of Zkip, look at Cram. He goes immediately towards Nako's side. If it wasn't for Arrow 404 blocking the second knockout punch, Nako had an obvious chance of dying solo to just Cram. The entire backline is a separate story because SRG, inevitably, their anchor is Stormy. Stormy is considered backline. Innocent and Cram have the opportunities to get into the fight, but that's only when they have Flicker. And notice, everybody has pretty similar Flicker timings.
It was a full commit from SRG. They knew they had to play faster than Vamos, which is not something a lot of teams can achieve, but they found it. Vamos had gotten a little too comfortable with playing around Zkip since every time he was engaged on, he could find a counter. This time, no. Everything went in, he went down. Cram had a free line of sight into the carry. And that's going to make things a little difficult. Even with this gold lead, there is no guarantee that Vamos can close this out because of Innocent.
Innocent has been doing a very good job at that. And I think at this stage, right, he should be on his way towards a Malefic gun. And it looks like, yes, he is. It looks like he's going to get Winds of Nature first, worried about Arrow 404.
See the impact of Cram. He's going for the War Axe next, I believe. Extra staying power in these.
Looks like it, yeah.
They just spotted up. I step up very quickly, but nothing too much for Cram. Not sure if he saw Natko earlier on, but they did spot him clearing out that bottom wave. SRG will again reset the long lane as the Lord is spawning topside.
Yeah, I think they're going to force the fight the same way like they did before. Just look for that initial choke, burst down the initial targets, let 2 people jump for that backline. Whether it's Stormy plus Innocent or Cram plus Stormy or Innocent and Cram, either way works fine. And it's totally okay for Sakai's just to go and try and all-in somebody, right? That ult is on a short cooldown. It's about like roughly 30 seconds, but now with all the items that he has, with extra cooldowns, I'm guessing it's roughly 18.
Yeah, it's basically a poke/bait tool, and we can see even Zkip takes a lot from it. Hold on.
No steal there. Vamos easily gets away with the Lord. Yunes might be sacrificed here as he doesn't really have the flicker.
Good range.
Good stuff from Vamos. Get another kill into Era's pocket.
They know exactly how far they need to stand to avoid that fatal links.
It was good footsies, very good footsies from Vamos' side. Good show of mechanics, but at the same time, what are they going to lose from this, right? Are we going to miss the inhibitors? And hopefully, it's bottom inhibitor.
Whoa!
This is a punish. Again, it's Zkip. Great setup with a punish. Now, so guys, where do you go? Can't port back, but good iframes from Era 404 to get out of that.
That was a beautiful bait, honestly. Clawkun walking out and actually forcing Cram deeper into the bush. It would have been so easy for Zkip to just throw a poke out a little earlier since he's that close. But they made him think, hey, Clawkun's the only one here. Then the wombo combo comes through.
I think Zkip is also pretty tired of getting engaged upon every single time. But let's see how many inhibs they get.
Should be able to get this pop with the Lord now.
He's dead.
Down. 100% dead here. Another good commitment from Stormy.
Oh, what's the counterplay? Don't get hit by 2 lightning truncheons. And like, one of them wasn't even targeting him.
Uh-oh.
Cram is going to chase Arrow 4-4 to the edge of the earth. Now the spike. Oh, what a follow-up there. I just saw Arrow 4-4 into a knife frame, but the deadly magic connects Arrow 4-4. Do you see if anything stands up to you? Winter Crown to buy some time, but not in the eyes of Captain Cram. As the backline has already been dispatched, they lose Sabat off screen. Falcon trying to run away, but gets cancelled thanks to the poker cards. And he doesn't have black shoes either. Cram back in again. The guy's in with the hat trick, and Clockwood, he's going to be the next on the guillotine. He is dead, and SRG once more picking apart Vamos one by one.
This is ridiculous.
That's the captain right there.
The synergy is so crazy. I mean, they're putting down members who honestly, they could have just let Cram deal it by himself, but Sakai's willing to throw in the ult when he has Lightning Truncheon available.
And now you go for the solo engage on the ZK. ZK flickers onto Innocent, but he's staggering him, so he can't get his ult off. And Sakai finds the kill. Nako again falls away from the fight, but he ends up burning to Stormy. Sabat is a Hail Mary attempt in the backline, but it's Sabat against Innocent that has been in his spot before. The result still the same as 2 years ago. SRG now staring down the barrel of Vamos' throat.
An instant reversal, though perhaps instant is not the correct word, considering how long that sequence extended. Starting from Cram literally chasing them all the way from the base into theirs, and then the instant collapse. Natko, unfortunately, this carry being hunted by the Farsa every single time. This is his signature pick. This is a hero that has carried games for him, but right now, he is basically a non-factor.
Yeah, that's why this Farsa, the Zitians, all of them would have been difficult to deal with just in general. And now that he doesn't have access to his flicker, he can't just suddenly appear in front of Stormy and one-shot him out of nowhere. He just has to wait for a mistake from SRG's side. And I don't think they're making too many mistakes anymore now that they've kind of like got the blood pumping, gotten the brawl comp going. Like even Vamos is getting lost in the sauce. Everything is going red for both sides.
Yeah, if you can catch them without a flicker, then that would be the way back, right? Especially on the Innocent.
A shutdown on Innocent is just what Vamos really needs right now. They need to stop this Claude. He is 5-0. He is almost full build, halfway through the Rose Gold Meteor. But he doesn't really even need it. He's already done more than enough damage, especially with no carry on the opposite side to stop him. Vamos still has a chance, but he needs to be target numero uno. But at the same time, they're dancing through so much.
It's gonna be a constant dance. Sabat will be forced to take that proxy deep in the base, but doesn't get to fully cut the wave. Conceal out from Yoons to start the exploration. Area 4-4 spotted out already, and that is the Q sign for SRG to go blitz the Lord. Free objective, ZK from the flank, but Innocent, he is in a good spot. They find him though, that's ZK again trying to intercept Innocent, but they lose Nako already. Cram finds the kill, they trade Innocent back, Stormy with finger forward. Arrow 4-4 gets caught. Sabat does jump onto Stormy and tips down. So Vamos really trying to look for a way back, but losing ZK in the process. 2 for 3.
Looks like they might still be chasing Sabat down as well. At the very least, not letting him go home easily. Cram and Skies do a lot of burst damage if he's not careful.
The Valkyrie slain, unstoppable for Cram. Clockwood does have the Purify and the Black Shield, but SRG are going to willingly do this dance. 10 seconds for Natko. Do they have what it takes? Cram is going to try and force something out. That's going to be Black Shields already, so Sakai will take point. Cram does end up going down thanks to the Crystal, and Sakai is to follow as well. The Gordo still around, but with Nako back, they should be able to fend up against this siege.
And they buy themselves another life with 2 missing inhibitors here. And now we're going into the late stages of the game. I don't know how they're going to do this. I don't know how they're going to open it up. Let's look at the instant replay one more time, because even in all of these fights, Clawkun is making sure that he is maintaining this tightrope of the Gloom, right? He is bringing back, stacking 1 Gloom and making it big just to ensure that he has the damage to start cutting through them.
Hero defense from Clawkun, honestly. 1v3 with the Lord. There are not a lot of heroes that can achieve that. And this is why the Lilia was picked up as well, to give him that second opportunity with the Black Shoes. We're now 18 minutes in. Nearly everyone is going to be full build. Sadly, with the exception of Natko, who's still having some trouble reaching that, but is getting there. And the net worth difference is basically evened up at this point. It could be anyone's game, since both sides don't have a lot of towers to work with.
Echo finally got his rose gold media, but Innocent does have a winter crown right now. So even if Zeke sticks onto him, he has a way out.
They all have the right items at this point. All ready to burst, all ready to blow them up. Unfortunately, on the opposite side, I don't see enough defense coming in from the side of Team Vamos. Anybody running the Queen's Wings at this point is still going to get exploded. I think that at some point, maybe Zeke even needs to consider whether or not he needs to take an Athena shield to prevent the Thunderbelt damage. The Lightning Thunder damage. Either ways, 35 seconds left until the next Lord spawn.
We've been talking about how Vamos needs to be aiming for Innocent, and they did actually manage to get the shutdown previously. But on the side of SRG, they may need to be giving Error 404 a bit more respect as well. They blow all of their resources into taking out Natko, which has been working, but this Suyo actually is still quite a big issue. I think Error has been playing a very good game so far.
I think if he can communicate with Subot to kind of find the pinch onto this Farsa, maybe they got an opportunity. I don't know. Because when you look at like Vamos' comp, it's hard to say that they are a dive comp or a traditional front-to-back. They've got peeling tools, sure, but they also have dive tools at the same time. So the shape of the fight is always awkward.
Yeah, it's going to be another tough fight. Purifies up for both the cores. Long lane set up by Crab already, but bottom wave is going to eventually push out thanks to the super minions from SRG's side. That guy's going to be spotted out by ZK, so that's good coverage from Vamos.
But half the river still does belong to SRG, so it still doesn't feel the most comfortable. Plus, you got Cram keeping Sapat at bay, and the Freya is actually a very big portion of Vamos' teamfight potential. He's a lot more important for them compared to the Paquito. Clockun gonna have to use Black Shoes early as well.
Yep. And some guys just hunting for these picking. Now they turn to ZK. ZK, PT's gonna explode right now. Take down the guys. So Error 4-4 again. The eye for opportunity, and Nako has just found Innocent. Innocent drops with immortality, but does flicker to disengage for now. SRG, do they have what it takes to come back into this game? As Sabat preoccupied with Cram, the Lord now getting split by Nako and Error 404. No jungler for SRG. Means it's highly unlikely they get this objective. So Vamos might have just found another lifeline. Yums goes in, a Hail Mary, Clockwork getting gone on. Two immortalities popped, Error 4-4, switches to the Winter Crown. Does SRG have more? Error 4-4 still outplays that! And that is what Vamos needs to get them back.
Dangerous, dangerous. That's what Skypiercer allows you to do, man. Gives you just enough, turns the tides around, and now we are dead even. Let's look at the instant replay one more time, because again, the engagement onto Zeke, they are doing the MO, but right there where you see Arrow 4-4 decide to hop over the wall, and unfortunately as Zeke gets off, he gets knocked up. That honestly could have been a double kill had Arrow 4-4 got there a split second sooner.
But even so, still being able to maneuver out of a situation like this, switching items and finding the right skill trades. The young gun of Team Vamos showing why he is the face of the new generation. And now we are looking at a 3v3 base push, 4v3 actually. But the depth cooldown's not too long.
Oh, an Arrow over-engages, overextends. They still have a Lord to deal with, no better airstrike. Innocent immediately forced back, but I don't think Vamos can end this. They will have to try though, they've committed everything. Yums holds the front, Nako does the job, Sabat will live on the crystal, and they might have what it takes. They take Sabat down, but the Lord still 10k health, knockout strike from Crab. Selangor Red Giants hold.
Oh my god.
Oh, man, that was close.
The Cram CPR, fist against chest, keep this team's heart beating and pumping alive.
This guy's just died to a minion.
I know, they're willing to die to anything at this point. Apparently everything's dangerous.
But man, that's unfortunate. If Error didn't die off of that initial attempted burst, I think Vamos could have ended here with that extra body. SRG able to fight back, able to hold against the Lord. They're pushing through now.
And they're pushing onto Natko. His life is their pleasure. Innocent doesn't even lose the immortality. Things going from bad to worse. Cram is gonna willingly take the but why would you challenge this guy?
Why? When it hits the fan, it gets everywhere. And now Team Vamos is literally in bits and pieces. They had the even fight against SRG, but I think the Brawl comp, it's starting to get to them, right? Everybody literally is drunk on violence.
Nako tried to set up the ambush, succeeded in it, but perhaps ran in a kind of bad direction. And we can see that full build carry is actually doing a good job. Clockun challenged this because he still had Black Shoes, but the knockout strike doesn't allow the animation to play. So that was definitely a blunder, and unneeded one as well. But still, it's pretty even. 24 minutes in, still could go either way.
Very, very silly from both of these. Both of our teams. They made mistakes, but now they're trying to recover.
Yep, Stormy's gonna be on house duty here.
Oh, this is good.
They won't have him. Yum still continues on the Sapat. Sapat forced to use the benches, but Innocent just man-fights him. Sapat, can he get at this? Doesn't seem like it. This staggered death timers are really hurting Vamos.
Yep.
A minute without Sapat.
Yep, and they just have to keep doing this. They just have to keep on staggering them until they eventually get this Lord.
Arrow 4-4 in, but Stormy...
Oh, no!
He also knows how to set up an ambush, and some guys gets Natco. All this while Crab is just having fun slaying Patrick. Yums dies, but whatever. SRG still gets the Lord. And Claw Queen is going to be next on the list.
Vamos, vamos. This is vamosable indeed. It's gotten to their heads. They're making totally unnecessary misplays. Clockun gonna be found. Gonna be blasted down. Does have the winner crown, but I don't think he's holding this.
I mean, he changed the immortality, but the base is just going to get targeted. They might not even want to go for ZK. And ZK, yeah, he gets the kill, but that's it. SRG. Along